Good morning, Year 4, and welcome to Friday's reading lesson. Hopefully you're really getting into the swing of this home learning now and got yourself into a good pattern. Today we're going to move on from retrieval and we're going to start to think about explaining the meaning of words in context. And what I mean by context is the words and how they're used. Sometimes they can have different meanings depending on where they are used in a poem or a story or how they are used. So to put that into perspective, what phrase tells you that little boat is strong and quick? Now in the poem it doesn't say strong and quick, so we've got to think about other words, synonyms that mean strong and quick. So have a look at the poem, read it in your own time, pause the video if you need to. What words in that poem mean strong and quick? Okay, hopefully you've had a good look. If we look here at this verse, it says, little boat, sturdy and fast, with your tiller and rudder, 2 sails and a mast. What words in that verse mean strong and quick? If something is sturdy, it means it's really hard wearing. Okay? You might describe a house being sturdy. So sturdy means strong. And quick, well, you could use the synonym fast, couldn't you? So, we could have sturdy and quick. Now, don't worry if you found that a little harder, because actually, I think this session is the hardest of the week. Okay, it's quite a hard skill. So we're going to look through the poem again. How else can we describe the end of something? So what word means the same as the end of something? Okay, I'm going to scan the poem looking for that word. Little boat, where will you go as you float like a cork on the ebb and the flow? Here comes a gust and you're blown by the breeze over fishes and tadpoles and under the trees. I don't think I've found it yet, so I'm going to keep going. Past the ducks and their ducklings, 2 herons, a swan, you are carried away, sailing onwards and on. Little boat, oh what a trip, watching kingfishers dive while dragonflies dip. Passing the houses where kids wave hello, from the edge of the riverbank, where will you go? Okay, just look at that question again. How else can we describe the end of something? So here we've got from the edge of the riverbank. Now can I put end in there? From the end of the riverbank. Does that make sense? Yes, it does. So I could pop edge in there. Okay. How else is the journey described? So what other word could we use for journey? Again, I'm going to go from the beginning again because I don't know where it is, but I'm not going to read it slowly. I'm going to quickly read through it, just looking for a word that means journey. Little boat, where will you go as you float like a cork on the ebb and the flow? Here comes a gust and you're blown by the breeze over fishes and tadpoles and under the trees. Past the ducks and their ducklings, 2 herons, a swan, you are carried away, sailing onwards and on. Little boat, oh what a trip. Oh, trip. Oh, what a trip. You might go on a trip if you go on holiday. You might go on a trip to the park. You might go on a journey, trip. I think it might be trip. Let's have a look. Yes, it can be. Okay. So, your task today, again, it's broken up into 3 challenges. I would expect most of you to start on silver, but bronze, I've given you a couple of questions. I've given you the verse you need, what phrase tells you the boat is strong and quick. See if you can remember what we spoke about. And then what other synonyms can you find for strong and quick? So remember, a synonym is another word that means strong and quick. So for that, you could use your online thesaurus. You can pop in here, strong, and if I press search, it should give me synonyms that mean strong. Okay, there you go. And you've got a couple there, and I wonder if you can pick synonyms that could fit into that poem. So you've got to try and put them into context. Silver, you've got a couple of questions there. You've got to use the whole poem to find the word. If you're not sure and you think it might be this word but not sure in the meaning, then use the online thesaurus or use an online dictionary to check the meaning of the words, and that will help you. And gold, you've got a few other trickier questions. You've got some retrieval in there, and you've also got some word meaning questions. Okay. you have a lovely weekend, and hope you've enjoyed your reading this week. Next week we're going to move on to biography, so we're going to move away from poetry and try something a little bit different. But until then, bye-bye.